All right, friends, Coach Mike here in the Coach's Corner. Excellent information. We want to get into some quick tips on agent meetings. All right, agent meeting guidelines, quick tips. Okay, these are some ideas that, for the most part, you're not going to hear anywhere else. Okay, it's like little stuff that you could stay up all night and never think of on your own. So let's go through it. All right, first of all, when you have a meeting with an agent, remember, I said this in another one of my teachings, but make sure your Facebook page is clean. You're not standing around with drinks in your hand, lewd videos that you've put up of that someone else shared with you or whatever, because oftentimes the agent today is going to look at your picture, go right to Facebook and see who you are, see who you really are. Okay, they're going to find a way inside. There are ways to get inside your page, even if you have not friended them yet. Okay. Second, listen, look up their website. If Commercial Talent's calling you in for a meeting with an agent, one of the agents there, or all of them, right? More than likely you'll just meet with one first. Look them up online. Look at their company profile so you can at least be familiar with who you're meeting with. Do they have a voiceover division? Do they have a theatrical division? Do they have a body parts modeling division? Do they do print work? Because you may be interested in hopping into one of the other offices, into one of the other structures that they have there, departments. So you may want to, at least it could become a conversation piece in the meeting that you're having with them. So just make sure that you do go to their website just to be more familiar with the company and its different departments, because they may bring it up. They may say, have you been to our website? Have you checked? I know one agent that does this. He just wants to see, have you done your homework the same way you do your homework if you were going to work for IBM, Google, Yahoo, Hewlett Packard? They just want to see, right, if you've done your homework on the company. Next, arrive at least 10 minutes early. This should go, I mean, I should really not have to say this, but a lot of actors are late. I don't know if they think it's cool, if it's poor home training. They think if they're on time, they're going to look desperate. But it's foolish, ignorant to show up even on time. Never forget this. The new on time is ahead of time. On time is late. And late is disgusting. Late's a bad reputation, especially when meeting with an agent. You'd rather wait in the agent's parking lot rather than wait on the freeway's parking lot, stuck in traffic. And you get to the agent meeting with excuses. Oh, the freeway. You're supposed to plan for all of that. You're supposed to totally plan. You're supposed to just figure that there's going to be accidents and traffic slowdowns and traffic breaks where the CHP is waving all over the road. Now everybody has to stop until whatever up ahead is taken care of. So make sure you are there ahead of time. Next, don't wear perfume or cologne or some heavily scented soap, because some agents, it even says it in casting breakdowns sometimes, when you go to the audition, do not wear cologne, do not wear perfume. Some people start breaking out, sneezing, they're allergic to these loud smells. All right, so I would not wear perfume or cologne. Now, on the inside, when you walk in, hi, hello, hi, my name is Mike Pointer. I'm here for my 2 o'clock meeting with the agent's name. You must smile at the secretary, a genuine smile, or the person at the front desk. You got to smile. Now, you do look them in their eyes. Most people wonder this, right? How long do you look in a person's eyes upon your initial meeting with them? You're meeting each other for the first time. How often do you look in a person's eyes? Like, do you just stare like this? No, of course not. How long do you look in their eyes? You look in their eyes long enough to detect the color of their eyes, and then you look away. It's going to be a couple of beats, 2 beats, 2.5 beats, no more than 3, and then you have to look away, right? Don't shake the secretary's hand unless they extend to shake your hand. Now, this is going to be the same for the agent as well, but we'll cover that. Okay, so you got to be kind to the person that greets you on the way in, the secretary, the person at the front desk, because sometimes the agent is putting them up to watching you. So when you're done with the meeting, they walk out and talk to the person at the front desk, and they say, so how was he? How was she? Were they nice? Did they greet you warmly? Did they smile? Did they start talking on their phone loud in the waiting area? That kind of thing. You need to shut your phone off, right? At least shut the sound off. I mean, if you want to look in your phone, if it's really, really important for you to look in your phone, okay. but I wouldn't spend too much time with your brain sucked into that phone, because it's really a distraction and it makes you look aloof, like your brain is somewhere else. Unless you're handling business, I'd stay off the phone, and you have to turn your phone off because you don't want it to start ringing when you're in the meeting. And now, oops, excuse me, sorry, that kind of thing. All right. Now, the secretary, again, may report your behavior, I can't stress this enough, to the agent. And then the agent uses that to determine whether or not they want to sign you. So you got to be great in the waiting area. A lot of actors have not been taught how to wait. And if you follow me, if you've learned from me on my online university we recently launched, there's a segment there on how to wait in the waiting area when you're going on a casting. Well, this is how you wait when you're meeting with an agent. It's part of it. All right. Next, when you meet with the agent walks out. Hi, I'm whatever the agent's name is. Hi, I'm so-and-so. Come on back. When you meet the agent, look in their eyes, look long enough to detect the color of their eyes, then you look away. Don't go to shake the agent's hand unless they extend their hand first. When you want rapport with a human being, when it's someone you're trying to impress, not them trying to impress you, but someone you are trying to impress, you wait to see if they're going to lift their hand to shake yours. Some people don't like shaking hands. I love it. I like hug, touching, great, right? But some people don't like shaking hands because they see people sitting at red lights, picking their nose. We touch dirty doorknobs, and I may catch a cold or something like that, that kind of thing. So some people don't want to shake your hand, right? Doesn't mean they don't like you. It's just, I'm not into handshaking. I'm not into hugs, that kind of thing. That's how some people feel. So you have to wait to see. It'll happen quickly if they're going to extend their hand to shake yours. You got to wait and see if they want to shake your hand. And again, it happens really quickly. You can see it in your peripheral vision if they are raising their hand to shake yours. Really, really important, because that initial 2 to 4 seconds, as they say, the experts in psychology, they say we make up our minds whether or not we like a person in the first 2 to 4 seconds of our initial experience with them. In 30 seconds, the brain becomes like quick drying cement. We've already made up our minds whether or not we like that person. If you're not likable for whatever reason in the waiting area, when that agent comes out and says, hi, I'm the agent, hi, come on back, right? In 2 to 4 seconds, their perception of you has been concreted. Their mind is kind of made up already. Right now, if it goes south in the initial contact with the agent when you first meet them in the foyer, in the waiting area, you got to really blow them away on the inside. Yeah, I mean, you got to. And if you, again, on my online university, I have the full scenario of agent meeting guidelines, what questions to ask, what questions not to ask, how to respond to certain questions, the questions they ask you, right? I mean, I have a full-blown lesson on what to do when you're in an agent meeting, but I just want to get you through the initial portion here. Right? So again, you want rapport with the agent. Don't go to shake their hand. We do it automatically. It's like we don't know any better. Listen, if a person wants rapport with you, when they're trying to impress you, you got something they want, then you can extend your hand because I like shaking. But when you want rapport with someone else, you have to wait for them to extend their hand. Okay, so you made it in the room, right? Now, more than likely, they're going to walk in the room behind you. Some do and some don't, but most of them, they're going to let you walk in the office first. Now, what some agents have is they'll have a sofa over here, right? And then they'll have a chair like a chair right there. It seems that's where they want you to sit. But see, you have to ask them, where would you like for me to sit? I remember years ago, I was a much younger man, and I had a meeting with an agent, and there was a couch, right? And then there was a chair right across from the desk, not centered, but just to the right of the desk. And I mean, the couch looked more comfortable. I mean, I didn't want to get too close and that kind of thing. And I sat on the couch, right? And he said, oh, no, don't sit there. Don't sit there. He said, that's where my mom sits. I was like, now, how am I supposed to know that's where your mom sits? That's crazy. It's like, then why wouldn't you tell me where to sit then? If there's somewhere where I'm not supposed to sit, I'm probably going to pick where I'm not supposed to sit. So why wouldn't you tell me? So it's best to just ask them. If you're not certain where to sit, if they don't say, oh, have a seat. Hi, have a seat right here. If they don't say it for whatever reason, ask them. Ask them, where would you like for me to sit? Right? Like so. Real simple, because you'd be surprised how picky some people are about where you sit, right? My mother sits there. That was crazy to me. But I was a young man back then. Everything was stupid. I thought, everyone should think the way I do and the world should respond just the way I want. But that's not how it works, right? So you want to rather be safe than sorry. Ask them, where would you like for me to sit? And they'll say, oh, have a seat right there. Anywhere you want to sit. And then you sit in the most advantageous place, which in my opinion is don't sit on the couch. Sit across the table. Sit across their desk. You may have more rapport with them. All right, so now your agent's off, your meeting's off and moving now. It's more than likely they're going to take your resume and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, because you brought pictures, right? You got to bring extra pictures. Bring all of your pictures either in paper or on an iPad. But again, because they're going to sit and look at your pictures and they'll talk about special skills, maybe. They may talk about some things on your resume, or they may just say, so where are you from? How long have you been out here? Yep, so do you have family back there? Still? Do you have family out here? Oftentimes they just start with like this general, where are you from is a great place to start, right? They can try to get you to feel comfortable, loosen up and be natural. They'll talk about where are you from, because home is where the heart is. So I don't want this person to try to, if they're an accommodating agent, they shouldn't be focused on trying to get you to sound intelligent and smart to them. They want you to speak from your heart, not from your mind. Because from the mind, we try to impress people, and we end up trying to impress and not express. So when you impress, it's coming from the mind. We talk about, the college I went to, and, I have a double master's in medicine and all that. And that's like, people don't care about how smart you think you are. They care about what you've done with your intelligence and your smarts and your great brain to help change the world, help change the lives of other people, right? But make the world a better place. But just for you, the only people that really care about how smart you think you are your family members and people that love you, people that like to brag about you. Okay, but that's for another lesson. Impressing and expressing, that's going to be on another lesson because it's really important in the audition process. But again, for a full version of agent meeting guidelines, you should do our website, do our university. It's great. We just launched it about a week ago, right? It's a wonderful program. It's a 1-year subscription. Check it out at heyisawyourcommercial.com. And you'll see the link there. You can preview it. All the great preview information is there. All right, friends, got to rock. I got a great free class tonight. And Coach Mike here from the Coach's Corner. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.